Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Life of Logan. Today we're talking about imposter syndrome and how it sneaks into our New Year's resolutions. You know that little voice that whispers sometimes to you and for whatever reason tells you that you're not good enough, or who do you think you are to set that goal? That's imposter syndrome. And as we entered into a new year, it has a way of amplifying itself more so than all of the 300 some odd days that are in the year. It's making us doubt our ability to grow or change. So today I want to explore how imposter syndrome can shape our resolutions, why it happens, and how to reframe our goals with a little some I like to call self-compassion. Imposter syndrome is the persistent feeling of self-doubt or the fear of being exposed as a fraud, even when you're capable. It thrives on comparison, perfectionism, and the pressure to achieve. And the new year amplifies these feelings because we're bombarded with the idea that we need to become a quote unquote better version of ourselves instead of approaching resolutions with excitement. We often feel like we're taking a test, if you will, to prove our self-worth. And that's where imposter syndrome usually takes root in us. So let me ask you this. Have you set a goal not because you truly wanted it, but because you felt like achieving it would validate you in some way? You know, one of those things, well, I'll be happy when I get this type of body. I'll be happy when I get this type of job type of thing. And that's imposter syndrome talking to you. Imposter syndrome tricks us into setting goals for the wrong reasons. We might aim for overly ambitious resolutions, thinking that achieving them will finally silence our self-doubt. For example, instead of setting a resolution to write more because you love it, you might think to yourself, well, shoot, if I publish a book, I'll finally feel that legitimacy that I crave inside. But what happens when you hit that roadblock or things didn't go perfectly? Then the voice says, see? That's what I'm talking about right there. You were never good enough to begin with. And the truth is, no external achievement will fix internal insecurity. Resolutions fueled by self-doubt set us up for burnout, frustration, even more imposter syndrome. So you're probably saying, how do we create resolutions that serve us instead of sabotage us? Well, first, start with self-compassion. Before you set any goal, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I love myself, or am I doing this because I don't feel like I'm enough? Second, focus on the process, not the outcome. That's why I say trust the process, because actually when you're in the midst of things, the process is the journey, and you're on that way longer than you are the outcome. And sometimes you get to the outcome and you don't like it. So just learn to love the journey, aka the process. And third, embrace imperfection. Growth is messy. You are going to fall short sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you're a fraud. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It means that you're a human. So as we start the new year, remember this. You don't have to prove your worth through resolutions. You are already enough. If imposter syndrome creeps in, recognize it for what it is, a reflection of your humanity, not your ability. Set goals that nurture your soul, not ones that punish you. And thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. Let's make this year one of self-compassion and growth, not perfection. Until next time, take care and don't let that little voice define you.